Hey guys, it's Wednesday morning. It's the 18th, I believe. Don't even know. Um, Pardon the heavy breathing. I just got to the top of Quartz Mountain via one of the shortest ways to get here, which is the unmarked trail, but I'm just trying to soak up this beautiful land because we really do stand to lose it. If people aren't paying attention, the budget reconciliation bill is now with the Senate, and they're hashing out the details. And we had already known that Senator Mike Lee from Utah had proposed I think they used the word disposal, but I'm going to use that word, of certain public lands in the West. And the latest is they have increased the amount that they want to put on the auction block to 258 million acres, targeting National Forest and Bureau of Land Management land. That number happens to be about 40% of all the public land in the United States. Let that sink in. 40%. And it's being done without any public meetings or public input. It's just they're trying to fast track it and just get it out the door to the highest bidder. And let's face it, we know that, like I was telling Tony, maybe the states could somehow, if only the states had the money to buy the land, but they don't. Let's call it like it is. The wealthy from around the globe will be purchasing our public land. And the thing about the West, it's not just a matter of recreation. Think about it. If you do build a bunch of shit, housing or whatever, on these lands out in the West, we already have a water shortage. We already have a problem with the Colorado River shrinking. And now we stand to lose possibly 258 million acres in the West. And that, if there's a lot of development, which I'm sure it will be, that's going to exacerbate the water problem. And the thing is, this bill is being done through budget reconciliation, so they only need a simple majority, and we already know they have that. So I posted some articles on Facebook, one which I thought gave me a little tiny bit of hope. It was posted several times on the Facebook page for Field and Stream, and also on their website, because a lot of hunters and anglers are pissed that this could be happening. And we need the support of everyone that enjoys these lands, even if it's, people who hunt or whatever, because the bottom line is this is our land and they're trying to sell it out from under our noses. So anyway, this is a really long video. I'm just kind of resting. It's so hot this morning, but I decided to come up here and enjoy this while I can, because there's a huge swath of Prescott National Forest that's listed by the Wilderness Society on their map as potential for sell-off. And, it's going to be devastating to all of us in so many ways. But I think the worst part is that these people who control our government right now, they don't care about the constituents. Poll after poll is showing how unpopular their policies are. But they don't care. They are going to ram it through. They have already implemented many facets of Project 2025, and this land sell-off is part of that. The thing is during the election in November, people weren't paying attention. People were so distracted by all the hate and rhetoric and propaganda, and they weren't paying attention to what really matters to all of us. And this land sell-off is one big one, besides the cuts that they want to make to Medicaid, food programs like SNAP. And then give a huge tax cut to the wealthiest among us. They already have a shit ton of money. Why do they need more money? It's one of the biggest transfers of wealth upward that we've ever seen. And I want to know if they do sell off this land, like what are they going to do with the money? They claim, oh, it's in the interest of affordable housing. Yeah, bullshit. Right. I mean, it's going to be sold off. You mark my words. It'll be sold off to foreign interests. And they claim, oh, America first, America first. It's bullshit. It's all bullshit rhetoric. And the people who voted for it fell for it. And now we are going to stand to lose all of this beauty, or a good majority of this beauty. I mean, 40% of our public lands is their ultimate goal. There was a good article in Outside magazine that talked about this latest change. So if you happen to have a subscription, you can go there. But yeah, we need to be screaming this from the mountaintops. I'm on a mountaintop right now, but I don't know if there's, honestly, I don't know if there's any way to stop this, because like I said, they don't care what the constituents think. So even if the hunters and the anglers who normally vote Republican were to confront their senators and ask them to vote no and demand that they vote no, they probably are going to pass this anyway, because they don't care what the citizens want or think. They don't care. It's all about power. It's all about control. Well, sorry for the bummer, but oh my gosh, a little hummingbird just flew into my camera. Well, I guess maybe that's the one thing to make me smile.